Hello, my name is Father Larry Richards, author of the book Just Live It, Living the 10 Principles of the World's Most Famous Prayer. Again, that's the Lord's Prayer. Now we're all the way to the bottom of the prayer, and when we get to this part, we look at God and say, and lead us not into temptation. Now, what does that mean? Well, again, it doesn't mean that God's going to lead us into temptation. James says that can't happen. The real translation is, God, help me not fall into temptation. Lord, save me from giving into temptation. So what we need to do is need to focus on the power of the Spirit with this prayer. Remember Jesus, when he was entered into the desert and was tempted by the devil, before that happened, he was baptized, and the Spirit of the living God came upon him in his humanity. Now, that same Spirit is in you and me. So often people, when they're dealing with the devil and dealing with temptation, they're always saying, I'm just weak. No, you're not just weak. You have the God of the universe who lives inside of you. He died for you. You have God, Jesus Christ, and the power of the Holy Spirit living in you. So why don't you look at the power of God instead of your weakness? We do not have to give in to temptation. We need to focus on God's Spirit and get strength from God. It's all going to be who you look at. Remember, St. Peter did great when he was walking on water, as long as he looked at Jesus. As soon as he looked at himself and the storm around him, he started to fall. And when he cried out, Jesus, help me, Jesus lifted him back up. In our temptation, day in, day out, we have choices. We can look at ourselves and our weakness. We can look at the temptations, or we can look at the world and the storms around us. Or we can look at God. And we can cry out to him, save me from this temptation. And he will. It's who do you look at? Look at God. Look at Jesus. He's always looking at you. This is Father Larry Richards, author of the book Just Live It. God bless you.